Okay, I think the stream is started now. Let me add some music on the background, the original soundtrack for Hytale, just to have it as background noise. Let me get it to a low value first. I think this is too much. I want to get 1%. Let me see. A little bit lower. Yeah, that should do it. Okay, now I'll go back into Hytale. Time set 9. Now, let's try to remake the lucky block from scratch and see if I can achieve it again. Let's also announce that the stream is going in the Discord. I hope the music is not too loud. Maybe I should lower it a little bit. Yeah, something like this should be better. Okay, now I'll just share the stream to the Discord. Da, da, da. Making the lucky block. Alright, now I'll just publish it. Okay, let's see where we left off. Let's clear my inventory really fast. Okay, let's do this all over again. So the first thing that I'm gonna do is create, before making anything, I think I'll just remove the old things that I've made. So I'll, actually I think I'll just make a new pack. That would be easier. So I'll just add a new pack and name it Lucky Blocks Stream. Okay, give 10 author. This is gonna be a final project, so I might just release this one as a mod. We're gonna try to polish it as much as possible, and then we're gonna make a video about it. So I'll just leave it like this. Now after saving and going inside of the Hytale guys lucky block stream, I'll just create a new block. So we're gonna choose item, and give it the asset ID lucky underscore block underscore stream, so that I know this is the one from the stream. And we're going to copy the asset from the original game. I will copy the soil asset. Let's choose the regular one. I don't remember how. This one, soil dirt. And now I'll hit create. I'm going to go right here into the rendering tab and make sure that I change the texture to the lucky block texture that we made in a previous video. I'll just use that one. Then I made this new pack, but the texture is inside of the old pack, so I'll just use that one so I don't have to make the hierarchy again. And now if I go to general and save the icon should be working well, and if I equip it, Now it's supposed to be right. I'll just remove these ones. These are the old ones. We don't have to mess with those right now. Those are just some of my experiments. This is it. It still has the question mark icon because we didn't restart the game. We didn't re-enter our world. So now we want to add the functionality. When we break it, we want it to drop some random stuff. So in order to achieve that and not get the block dropped when we break it, I'll go back inside of the asset editor, and we need to play around the behavior of our block right here at the gathering section. On breaking, the gather type is set to soils. This is basically the method, like the requirement that you need to have in order to break the block. So soils would be the requirement that you need to have in order to break a dirt block or any type of soil. And I think this one should be broken with your hand, so we'll leave this one to soils. And here at the drop list, we don't have a drop list. So I'm going to create a brand new drop list right over here. Go to the plus button. The asset type should be a item drop list. The asset ID, let's call it Lucky Block Stream Asset List. I know it's very long, but I'll just have it like this so I can make sure I don't have any problems with other assets that already exist. And I'm going to copy the asset from Hytale. I will copy the barrel actually because it has a very interesting drop list. Then I'll just hit create, and here is our item drop list. And inside of this container, we have one more container which contains 6 different containers. And now this is the interesting part. It took me a while to figure this one out, but basically each one of those has a value called weight, and inside it has a container type single with its own weight again, and the item that's going to drop with a minimum and a maximum quantity. Basically, when we break the lucky block, for example, there is gonna be a chance to have a random drop between each one of these containers. But the interesting part is when you want to calculate the odds. So right over here, the type empty has a weight of 800. Now right here we have, let's see what we have here. We have the salt ingredient has a weight of 100, or actually I think the weight is 20. The weight for this item is 25. The weight for this one is 50. The first one is 100, and for this one is also again 100. So what does this weight exactly mean? Well, I have it explained right over here inside of my code editor. Basically, these are the weights right over here. So for the apple, which is the first thing right over here in the container, number 0, the apple currently has a weight of 100. The red berries again 100. The light hide has 50. The crude arrows have 25. The salt has 20. And in our file right over here, this one where it says empty, it has a weight of 800. So right here I made some changes. I had the nothing set to 1. So basically, in order to get your odds, you have to add each weight. So the weight of the apple, the weight of the red berries, all of the weights that you have right over here. And then to get the probability for a certain item, you have to divide the weight of the item by the total weight. And then you get the probability for your item. So this mod deserves nice piñata model. Yeah, that's a very good idea. It could be a piñata as well. I've been following you since you made your Monkey Mountain game, and I also got into Hytale modding. That's very nice. Thank you for supporting me since that all the time. Okay, so now that I explained how the weight works, I hope you guys understood how the weight works. We have to set our custom probabilities. So actually right now we made the drop list, but our lucky block item doesn't have the drop list referenced. It doesn't have a drop list. So I'm going to reference an existing one, the one that we've made, the item drop list lucky block stream asset list. And this is our drop list reference right now. So if I go back inside of Hytale into creative mode, then I will place some lucky blocks. Now if I go into adventure mode and use my pickaxe, sometimes you can see nothing drops, but sometimes we will have drops. But right now the odds to get drops is very low, so we won't have a drop on each break. So now in order to change that, I'll go back to the asset editor, and inside of our drop list asset, I will change the probability of nothing, the weight for nothing. I'll just set it to 1 to have it a very small probability to have nothing to drop. If I set it to 1, the probability is like 0.34%, so we're basically going to get a drop every time we break the block. So now if I go back inside of Hytale and I place my block down, boom, 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 then going to survival or adventure mode. If I break it, we can see that we get a drop each time. Now it's a guaranteed drop. And now we can play around with the items that get dropped from these lucky blocks, and we can also play with the odds of our lucky blocks. So let's actually do that next. Let's customize the drops for our lucky block. So again, I'll just go back to creative, place some lucky blocks around, then back inside of the asset editor. Let's play with our drop list for a little bit. Let's see, the first container I wanted to drop, let's change the apple for something, let's say the void site. So the ID would be weapon battle axe site void. So let's say battle axe site void. Yeah, weapon battle axe site void. It's right over here. And right now if we go back into Hytale, there should theoretically be an odd for the site to drop. So if I break these, yeah, it dropped from the first time. Yeah, we actually got a lot of sites right over here. So our mod is technically working how we want it to be. But now I want to sort of make it balanced. So let's say the site is the most overpowered weapon inside of the game right now at the moment. It's literally can one-shot almost everything that you can think of. Let's see, let's go into creative tools and spawn an entity. Let's go for a golem or almighty golem. Let's summon him. And right now it should be a one-shot. No, it's almost a one-shot, but this weapon is really overpowered. So for the drop rate, I will lower it. I will place it somewhere very low. So the weight, I know, let's call it something like, I don't know, maybe 10, because this weapon, as I said, is really overpowered. Now we have our site. Let's give it another drop. This one I want it to be, again, I want it to have a small probability, but I want it to be a troll item. So let's search for the poop that we have in the game. The ID is ingredient underscore poop. So if I go inside of this container, we have the item, and let's see, the ID was again ingredient underscore poop. So ingredient underscore poop right over here, and we can change the minimum and maximum quantity. Let's change the minimum to a 50 and the maximum to 100. Right now there should theoretically be an odd to get a random amount of poops between 50 and 100 when breaking our lucky blocks. So let's once again, why not, let's place some more of our lucky blocks and see what's gonna happen when we break them, if we get the drop for the poops. So if I break it, we got some, yeah, we got some poops. We got 100 on this one and 82 on this one. So yeah, it's working. It's giving us a random value. Also, is the song on the background too loud, or is everything okay with the sound of the stream? Yeah, I think it's okay. We'll leave it like this. Now, let's see, what else should we add to the drop table of our lucky block? What should they expect when breaking one of those? Maybe some cheese. I know cheese seems like a a funny drop from the lucky block that we can have. So I'll go into the next container and replace the item with the ID for the cheese. I need to go into creative to see the ID. So it's food underscore cheese. I'll just search for food underscore cheese. Okay, now we have our cheese drop. The next one, what should we enable on the next drop? Let's see, do you guys have any suggestions? You can leave your suggestions in the chat if you have any idea for a drop that we can have from the lucky block. Let's see, maybe something cool. What weapons do we have in here? Maybe a nice weapon. Let's choose the flame sword. It's a legendary. This one looks nice. Looks like a cool item. The flame sword. I think this would be a nice drop from the lucky block. Okay, let's see. The ID is weapon longsword flame. So right over here, we're gonna change it. I noticed music when you mentioned it. It's quiet, but it's probably good for this kind of stream. Okay. So the ID was weapon longsword flame. So weapon longsword flame. Oh, okay, we have it right over here. And this one should also have a pretty low odd. So let's see, what was the... I can't remember which one was the site. I think this one with 10. Let's give the flame sword a 20. Now for the cheese, let's give it about 100, or let's keep the values actually lower. Let's say that the site should be a bit more rare. So let's lower it to about 5. Then I can't remember what was number 2. I can't remember it, guys, but I don't think it was something important. Oh, it was the poops. Okay, the poops should stay at, let's say, also a low value, because you don't want them to be always unlucky. Let's say a 20. Okay, and then the flame sword, I think it was this one, number 3. Let's get the flame sword to a 10. Number 4, let's see, what else should we add to our lucky block drop table? I'm thinking about this harvest trophy. It looks pretty nice. It's a cute item that you can use as a decoration, and it gives you these really cool leaves effects on your UI. So I think we'll also have this guy. He's really cute.
Yo, what's up?
Yeah, what's up?
The owner?
Yep.
Yo.
Yeah, we're streaming right now.
Okay.
You're on the stream. Yep, actually.
Oh, dang.
Yep.
That's cool.
Yep, it's really cool. I'm making the lucky
Yo,
blocks.
what are y'all doing? Oh, lucky blocks.
Yep, we're adding the random drop table for the lucky block. So this one has the ID Deco Trophy Harvest. Wait, what was the ID again? Trophy. Deco Trophy Harvest. Okay. The odds for this one should also be pretty small, but I think we'll change them later. Okay, and the last one, the empty. What should the odds be for the lucky block to drop nothing when you break it? Let's see. Let's add a... Like, this is a pretty unlucky event that you don't want to happen too often. So I'll just leave it to about a... Should we keep it at 1 or should we go for 2? Yeah, it's a good event. Let's keep it like this. So now when we place our lucky blocks, they should have some way more cooler drops. Let's see, let me change the time. Okay, and now if we go back to adventure, if we break one, we got this site, which is a very rare drop, Yeah, I should lower it. We got the cheese, we got the flame sword, we got the cheese again, the sword, the poops, what else? Yeah, I think the odds are really high for the site as well. We should play more with the odds of our lucky blocks. If we want this to be an actual mod, we also need to think about a crafting recipe. What would a decent recipe be for a lucky block, knowing that
Uh,
the drops are like they can also be lucky but very unlucky as well?
sorry. I have a question.
Yep, sure.
You can add custom properties to the asset editor,
What do you mean by that?
like the things that you're doing right now, like the containers and the chances.
Yeah.
Is that built in or
Yeah,
you
yeah,
added
yeah,
it?
yeah. It's built in. It's built in.
Wait, actually, oh,
Yep. It's using the drop table asset type. What about an enemy mob?
oh,
Yeah,
okay,
we'll
that
get
makes
into
sense.
enemy mobs as well after we finish with the lucky block. I don't know if we can do it on this stream, but we're definitely doing that. I was thinking about making the Italian brain rot memes. I will make a 3D model for that and then add it inside of Hytale. Okay, so we should lower the odds for the. I think this was the site, so we're going to lower it to 1. So inside of this container, yeah, this is the site. We're gonna have it to 1. Then this was the. My memories. Oh, okay, this is the poop. The poop should be pretty high because it's a unlucky drop. You don't want to get super lucky, but you don't want to get super unlucky. So 20 should be fine, knowing that the site is set to 1. So it's 20 times more difficult. This was the. What was this one? The food cheese. I think 100 is okay for cheese. Or this is actually like this is not an unlucky drop, but it's not a lucky drop. This is kind of neutral, so maybe we should set it to. No, I think 100 is well.
Oh, okay, have a
And
good luck streaming. I need to go. Bye.
okay, thank you. And the quantity will have it a minimum of 10 pieces of cheese and a maximum of, let's say, 20. Okay, now this one was, what was inside this container? The flame sword. Yeah, we'll set this one to about, let's say 2. Or should we set the sword to 1? Now we'll set it, we'll leave it like this with 2. Now, what else do we have here? This was the trophy harvest. Should we leave it at 20? I'm thinking about a maybe 10. Yeah, 10 should be fine. And for the nothing, I think 2 is enough. But now we should be adding more drops because a lucky block should have like literally anything. It should have lots of random stuff. So let's see how they work now, what they can drop right now. For us, if I break it, this one gave us the cheese. It's cheese again. Yeah, cheese has the highest odd right now. So it's basically mostly cheese. Yeah, cheese and poops because these are the ones with the higher odds. So we need to make some more options for the drops. Maybe I'm thinking about, can I make it drop more things at the same time? So let's say with the, which one was the cheese? Okay, this is the cheese. And can I add one more item at the same time? I don't know if I can do that to get more items from a single. Oh, actually type is single and I can have it to multiple. Change this value will remove some existing properties. Okay. Let's see how this one works with the multiple. So right now we can, in theory, add more items in here. So we have multiple. Now we can have choice. No, we're getting lots of errors. I don't think that we can. It might be Droplet judging by the options. Yeah. I think I'll remove that thing that I made right over here. Change it from multiple back to choice. And inside of this container, I will add a... Wait, I think I messed something up. So it's type choice, weight of 1, containers. And right here we have type choice, weight of 100, containers. It's our container. And the type for this one should be single. And right here we can choose the item, but if we change it from single to multiple, and now open these containers and go to single, we can add 2 simple containers for 2 items. I think that should work. So if I go right here to single item, let's see, let's get an example. Let's reference the or gold. So it's or underscore gold. This one, or underscore gold. Okay, and now the other one, let's make it or meat or iron, or underscore. Let's see if iron works. Yeah, we're just trying out stuff. This might not work, but we're gonna try it anyways. So if I go and change the weight to, let's say, 1000, so that we can make sure we are testing this one. If I place some of my lucky blocks somewhere around here right now, are they gonna drop 2 items at the same time? Yep, they do. It worked, guys, it worked. So we can add multiple items to be dropped when we break our lucky blocks. That way, that's the way we did it. And right now I'm thinking about maybe making a lucky block that trolls you and sort of fills your inventory up. So that way when you break it, it drops 1 of each food item. How about that? Or I don't know, something like that. Or maybe we should add one with a very, very low chance that gives you a full set of armor. I think that would be cool. What do you guys think about that? Should we add one with custom armor? Or if you have any ideas for some funny drops for the lucky block, I can. I'm looking at the chat always, so if you have any ideas, I can listen to your ideas, guys. If you think something would be better, I'll do whatever you say. When I think of it, I think that if we want this to be working the way that we want it to, like to export it as a actual mod, I made this one right over here, but the texture that it's referencing right here with the item at the rendering, the texture is not inside of here, it's inside of my other mod, so I'll have to copy the path really quick. So I'll just go into update tab because I forgot to do this. I'll go inside of Hytale, user data, saves. I can't remember, was this, let me refresh it. I don't know, I don't remember how this world was called. Let's refresh it. I need to make the file hierarchy. Oh, apply. Can you make it apply debuff to the player? Right now, I'm only playing with the feature for dropping stuff, like when you break it, because that uses the drop table and the breaking feature. Like the action happens when you break the block. In order to add more customization when breaking it, you need to go more in depth into the scripting part. You need to, Like you can do it inside of the asset editor, at least from what I know. You can't make the lucky block apply a debuff to the player when the player breaks it straight from the asset editor. You literally need to code that part by yourself. But after we finish this version, like I want to have a working version of the lucky block, and after we finish the first working version, the first edition, I will update the mod pack. Maybe we're gonna update it in a later stream. But right now I want to keep it really simple. Maybe add some custom effects when you break it, some custom particles, and then I will work towards random events when breaking the lucky block. So right now, then I forgot, was this the tutorial world? How was it called? If I go to mods, yeah, that's the world. So I have the block stream folder right over here. We got server, we got common icons, items generated, and inside of common we need to make the resources, yeah, and I'll paste it there. Let me copy the texture and place it inside of here, common, new folder, resources, and inside of here I'll paste it and change the name lucky block. I'll name it texture lucky block so we don't have conflicts with the other one. So it's gonna be texture underscore lucky underscore block. And I also need to make the language, the .lang. Right here in server I don't have the .lang, so I'll go back to my main mods, and right here on this one I'll go to server, and I think I'll just copy languages. I'll copy it, so I highlighted, click copy, then go to my different mods, server, and right here I got the languages, enus server.lang. Right here I'm going to edit inside of notepad. Okay, let's see if we go and open the asset editor. The asset editor is taking a while to open for me. I don't know why it does that, but it's gonna open eventually. While we do that, I will also remove the other mods, so that way we don't have any conflict, the other packs that I've made. So we're only gonna keep this one for the lucky block stream. This one I will remove it, edit pack. Actually I'll just delete it straight from the root of the files. So I'll go into lucky block stream, go to our item lucky block stream, and right here at the translation properties we're gonna give it the lucky underscore block that name. Then we're gonna copy this inside of our lang folder and to replace this one. Oh, it was actually the same. Now I'll save this one, and I'll make sure to remove the other mod from here because we don't need it anymore. So this tutorial pack, I'll delete it. It's already open. I'll delete it later. Let's keep it like this for now. Great work, brother. Found your channel yesterday, and I've been binging your vids with a couple other creators. Thank you for the detailed guys. Yeah, I'm happy to help, guys. Glad I could help. Okay, and now that we've changed the .lang, yeah, it says lucky block, so it's okay now. Actually, just to have everything be more clean, I'll once again quit to the main menu and make sure that I delete these folders. I'll go once again inside of app data. I need to put my app data to quick access. So inside of our save file, right here at mods, I want to remove this one. No, I think we need to close Hytale completely. So if I close Hytale, let's see if it works now, if we can delete it. Yeah, the asset editor is done. So if I right click and delete, now it's still open. No, it doesn't want to allow us to remove it right now. Well, we can always remove it later. It just doesn't want to work right now. Let's hope I didn't corrupt anything. Can you explain what type of file you need for the icon, since I'm really confused that the icon can be 3D? Well, for the icon, actually, I don't know what the file type is. If I go right here inside of common icons, items generated, it's a PNG actually. I don't know why in the asset editor it's actually 3D, but as you can see, it's just a PNG. I don't know why you can actually rotate it. Let's check that out. But for the icon, if your question is about how to make it, how to obtain it, in the asset editor you have that pencil and you just make it there, if that makes sense. It's generated by the item. Once you get your texture working and your model, it's just generated. You don't have to do it yourself. Okay, so back inside of our tutorial world, if I go into tab, creative tools, and back to our asset editor, let's see what we can do inside of here. Okay, so with the asset editor being open, I can't remove this one. Okay, I'll just delete it after the stream so that I can upload the mods and make sure we don't have any issues. So this is the Lucky Block stream, and right here, yeah, you see, I don't know how this 3D things, this icon works, because theoretically it's not 3D, it's just a generated icon. Don't ask me how it works, it just works. I don't know, it generates a model here, or I don't know if it's a 3D model file, but it's just here, it just works. That's all you have to know. So actually I want to get a custom rarity for our Lucky Block. Actually, it's not called rarity in the files, it's called quality. So if I go right here, I don't know where the quality is, so I just go to show all properties and search for quality right over here. And for the quality, we're going to reference the original Hytale quality, and we're gonna have it legendary. Why not? It's the Lucky Block. I know maybe it's not balanced to have it a legendary, but the legendary just looks so cool, guys. Like just look at this. Like when you drop it, it has the cool effect because it's a legendary. Just look at this, it's so beautiful. How do you get it? So it randomly drops an item in the asset editor. I've showcased that previously when we started the stream. Basically what you have to do is go right here to the plus button and make a asset of the type item drop list. And right here you can literally edit the drop list for your item, and I've also explained how the odds work. If any of you got how they work, it's pretty complicated, but once you understand it, it's not that difficult anymore. Basically, the lower the weight, the lower the odds, and the higher the weight, the higher the odds for the item to drop. Now let's try to think about some more drops for our Lucky Block. We need some cool drops. Also, should we first figure out the drops and then make the crafting recipe, or should we make a crafting recipe for the Lucky Block right now and make the, like, in order to have it be a balanced mod, should we make the drops first and then think about the crafting recipe? Because it needs to be balanced first. If the crafting recipe is too easy, it's gonna be too overpowered. Okay, let's go back to the asset editor and think about, let's see, where is it? General, okay, no more things to change here. I think we can leave the group to dirt. That would just change where it appears inside of here. Yeah, it's here. Lucky Block stream. This is the other one from my other pack. I'll just remove that one. This is the one from that we just made. Okay, so now let's go to behavior and go to bench, and let's try to add crafting. Yeah, it crashed. Yeah, we got our first crash. Really nice. The asset editor really likes to crash when you try to change the crafting. Yes, drops first, then crafting recipe. Okay, let's focus on the drops. We can change the crafting recipe. We can get that working later. So let's play with the drops again. as you can see right here on the in behavior, where we have the gathering, when we break it, we get the drop list right over here. Also, I want to see what can we do on the sounds tab. Thank you for following. I forgot I had the alerts enabled, but it's good they work. Okay, let's see if we can search for particles. Yeah, item particles. Can we add some particles right over here? Identity part self. I don't know how that one works. I know that I added particles to the lucky block when I did it previously. Let me check how I did that actually, because I did it earlier with some of the people from the Discord. This is the, where is the item? So this is the lucky block, and where did I place the effects? Let's see, effects, no. I think it was particles, no. How did I even get the particles to work in the first place? I don't even remember it. Oh, here, we have the particles tab, yeah, that was it. And do I have it on here as well? This is the lucky block. Yeah, we got the particles tab. I was just so blind. Lucky block mods usually are overpowered. Use all random boxes in single player games, and if you make it too expensive and the drops are bad, because bad lag, it feels like a bad mod. Yeah. The balancing needs to be like literally perfect. So that way, it's an actual mode that players can use. Like, I don't know, you use 5 gold ingots, and then you just have to be lucky, or you can be unlucky. How to get a block spawn in a type of biome for Hytale? I didn't study that part. I think it's related to the World Gen version 2, but that one is still very, how do I say, in early development. Like, in order to access it is very difficult, and it's pretty, let me set the time, like it's through the asset node editor, and you need to know a lot about the node editor. I didn't get to learn about it, but I think the spawning inside of the world shouldn't be too hard. To do things beyond dropping items, such as applying effects to the player or spawning mobs, would I need to create a Java plugin and listen to the event filtering it by the log block? Yeah, I think that's what you have to do. Like, from the asset editor, you can, from what I know, right here in the behavior, you can only change the gathering, and right here at breaking, the only thing that you can add at breaking is a drop list, from what I know at least. So that would mean that you have to make a Java plugin in order to go for more crazy stuff. But right now I'll just have it drop random things. Isn't World Gen V2 only in those portal realms? I'm not sure, I didn't play with it, but you can actually enable it. There was some command in order to change the world gen to World Gen V2, and then you can play around with the node editor and change the world generation. We might try that as well, but that's very complicated. We're not gonna do that right now. So let's go back to our item drop list and try to make it a bit more fancy. Where was the drop list where I set the multiple ores? Yeah, this one with 1000. So inside of the container, I just set type multiple, and then added inside of the multiple container 2 single type containers. Okay, let's try to make this one give the player a full set of armor. Which armor should it be? Which set? The thing is that I didn't play Hytale and like the adventure mode, and I don't know how strong each armor is. So let's see, which one should we give to our players? This is a diving mask, diving flippers. Should we give this one? No, the Mithril one I think is the one of the best ones in the game, so we shouldn't go for that one. Isn't there like a like a copper one? There's an iron one. Is there a gold one? Yeah. Where is the Is there a gold armor set? Gold armor. No, this is bronze. Let's give a iron armor. Where is it? And I don't even know what to look for. Like, I don't even know how they look. Let's just search for iron and give the player a full set of iron armor. Yeah, I think we should do that. So let's add armor iron chest for the chest plate right here. Iron armor. Wait. Armor iron chest. Then we have our next one right over here. This one should be, how is it called? So we got the chest plate, armor iron hands, armor iron hands. Okay, we got that one as well. Now I want to add one more entry inside of here, and that one should be once again a single one, an item, and it should be iron. Where were we? So we added the hands. We need to add the head. So let's search for iron. Okay, armor iron head. And now we're gonna add one more entry, set it to single, and the item, the last one is the iron legs. So item ID iron legs, and now it should drop us a full set of iron armor. So let's go back into adventure, and we got the full set of iron armor. Now, should we also add a full set of iron tools that the player can receive? Because only armor feels like sort of like a trash drop, but if we also add the tools, it might be a little bit better. So I think I'm gonna add tools as well. Let's see, should we add an iron longsword? Why not? Let's give it the player the full set of iron armor. I think that would be nice. So we're gonna add a iron sword, then we're gonna add a pickaxe, also add an axe, a crossbow, and a shield. Is this a bit too much? Am I adding too much stuff just to a single block? How did you change the game mode so quickly? Oh, you can just press the O key, the O button. Yeah, you can just cycle it fast. The O key. That's the shortcut. Okay, let's actually add the full iron set, because why not? So weapon, longsword, iron. Okay, go to single item. We'll change to Hytale. Weapon, longsword, iron. Okay, we added the iron longsword. Now we need to also add the tool pickaxe iron. Where was I? Here. So it's tool pickaxe iron. Single and tool pickaxe iron. Okay, we also have the iron pickaxe now. Let's add the iron axe weapon, axe iron. Is this one a weapon or no? I think you can also cut trees with this one. We'll just add it there, weapon axe iron. So it's a single item. We're gonna change it to Hytale. Weapon axe iron. Yeah, this one. Been following your tutorials and learning a lot from you. Thank you for sharing your learnings. Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you for watching my videos. It really means much to me. Now I'll have the iron axe, Did I add the iron axe? Yeah, I did the iron axe. Now the crossbow. Weapon, crossbow, iron. I'll just go to the plus button and choose the crossbow. So inside of here, weapon, crossbow, iron, and the last one is the iron shield. So weapon, shield, iron. Go to the plus button and get in our shield. Okay, here weapon, shield, iron. It's right over here. Hatchet iron. Oh, that was the one for cutting the trees. Hello, you can put all the armors and just change the drop rate. Yeah, I don't know if each armor set. I think it's a bit too much to have literally every single armor in the game. So the axe was hatchet iron. Okay, let me search for it. Oh yeah, it was right here. You're right. The tool hatchet iron. I'll change it to the tool hatchet iron. Thank you for helping me out. Okay, so now inside of the game, our lucky block should actually drop a lot of iron items. Yeah, we got the full iron set, guys. It works. It works exactly how it's supposed to work. Okay, this is perfect. It's going really well right now. Okay, is there a way to clear my inventory way faster? No, I don't think there's a way to clear it. I'll just remove these really quickly. Okay, now let's try to make a drop that gives us some blocks, because why not? Let's see, can we find some crazy looking blocks right over here, some cool ones? Or should we make one with ores? Actually, I think I'm gonna make one that drops the player some ores, but actually it should give the ingots, or the bars are they called? Yeah, it should give the bars directly. Which one can you currently obtain in the game? I know that you can obtain copper, you can obtain iron, gold, but which one of the others can you obtain? I don't know if you can obtain adamantite at the moment in the game, right? Tell me if I'm wrong, guys. Until you tell me, I'll just add these three, and then we'll see if the others are obtainable, because I don't want to add unobtainable items inside of here. That, like, I added the sight, which is an unobtainable item, but that one is a weapon and you can use it, but I don't want to add unobtainable ingots, because those would be useless and there's no reason for me to add them. So now inside of our containers, oh, this is the one with the choice. Okay, let's try to make another choice container. So we're gonna click right here on the plus button and follow the same structure that we used here. You can obtain adamantite, okay. Just not mithril. You can obtain each one of them, just not mithril. Is mithril the only one that you can't obtain? So you can obtain cobalt, you can obtain mithril, and the one that starts with an O you can't obtain. Okay, thank you. Then I'll just take them in order so I don't miss any ingot. So adamantite you can obtain, you said. Bronze, cobalt, copper, gold, iron. Mithril, you said that you can't obtain right now. It's mithril, and the one that starts with O. Onyxium, okay, I think this is the one. So prisma ingot. Can you obtain prisma ingots in the game? Are these an actual thing? And thorium, can you obtain this one as well? Bronze, you don't think so? Okay, let's not add the bronze one. It's so sad I didn't play the game and I literally don't know if you can obtain these ingots. So we'll have cobalt. Actually, should we drop each ingot, because they're actually really useful? Because right here at the workbenches, let's say if you have the, which one was it? I think it was the the blacksmith anvil. If you want to upgrade your blacksmith anvil, you need some ores, but which one? I think there was another one where I saw that you need a lot of ingots to upgrade it, but I can't remember which one it was. Maybe the furnace? Yeah, the furnace. Right here at the furnace, you need lots of ingots to upgrade it. So having these ingots in the recipe, in the drop, excuse me, would be really good. So let's add the copper to the recipe. Let's add the iron. Let's add the gold as well. Let's add the thorium and the cobalt as well, because these are useful. And right now, if yeah, this is the max tier. So if it does not have a lore for it, you can't obtain it. Yeah. But gold, you can use gold to craft things, right, in the game. You can use gold. You can definitely use gold. Right here, you can craft adamantite helmets. Can you craft anything with gold, like armors? If I upgrade this... No, I think you can't make gold armors, but can you do anything with the gold? Because if I'm pretty sure that we can indeed find gold underground. I'm pretty sure I did some mining and I found gold, but can you actually craft anything with the gold that you obtain? Because I don't see gold items in here. Oh, it's for alchemy stuff? Okay. I'm learning. So which one is the workbench for alchemy? Alchemist workbench. Okay, let me check that one. Oh yeah, so here in order to upgrade you need gold and you need silver as well. So that means silver is in the game, right? So we should also add the silver to our drops, because silver is used. Okay, let's see. Okay, this is the final tier. But I only saw gold getting used right here for the max tier upgrade. Is it used for anything else? Like, do I need a different workbench? Tell me in the chat if you know how this works. The Arcanist one, maybe? No, I don't think you need gold in here. You need golden gold to craft this one. But please correct me if I'm wrong. You can 100% find gold underground, right? Like, gold is definitely a resource, something that you can mine and you can find it underground, right? Can we find gold? Like, if I go down over here inside of a hole, can I dig this faster? Is there actually a way to dig faster? I think we have the... where is it? The terrain, layer brush, tool, anti-grabber, sculpt brush. I think this one. Yep. Let's go down. Let me get a torch to get better vision. Torch here. How do I use the offhand? Okay, let's dig down more. Why not find gold there? Gold is found more underwater. Yeah, but what I want to find out is if we can find gold underground. Maybe like, gold doesn't have many purposes right now, and maybe we can use it for the recipe of our crafting block. Like, we can give a purpose to the gold ore. No, this is copper. Actually, we can find copper in the game, okay? But there is no gold to be seen. Yeah, currently only used for magic stuff, because probably we can use the gold for our recipe. It might be a good idea. But there is no gold in here. You said we should check the ocean. So right here under the ground, there's no gold at all, only copper. No gold. Yeah, the lucky block is kind of gold looking, and maybe we can craft it at the magic table things. Like, it can actually become a real item if we balance it properly. If we can solve the balancing issues, But I need to find some gold. Like, gold is nowhere to be seen over here. Let me check the ocean. Like you said, let's teleport here. It's gonna be very laggy because it needs to load up. I'll just wait for a moment until it loads. Can be found in lootable chest 2. I played 20 hours and I have plenty of gold and silver. Okay, so gold is a resource that you can actually find, right? Because actually, one more drop that we should add to our lucky blocks should be a lucky block, right? Like maybe is by the volcano places that are underwater. Okay, so the player can find gold, and he doesn't find it very early. Like he doesn't find gold in the early stages of the game, so it wouldn't be an issue if the player can't access the lucky blocks until he gets some progression. So it shouldn't be too overpowered because the player already needs to have a decent progression in order to find the gold ingots and craft it. Yeah, ore distribution is shit. Yeah. I know it's pretty messy, the ore distribution. This skeleton looks really nice. Okay, so then it means that let me add the lucky block drop. So let me add a drop that gives us an actual lucky block. Here I wanted to make a new choice type of drop, but I'll just make another single drop and reference our lucky block to actually give us a lucky block stream. So lucky block stream. Yeah, the lucky block should also be able to drop another lucky block, but not just one. How many should we add? Should we make it drop a random value between, let's say, 3 and 5 or 2 and 5, something like that? Maybe a random value between 2 and 5. Maybe you're lucky and you get to get even more lucky blocks. Is 2 minimum and 5 maximum a good amount? Would that work? I don't know. What do you guys think about it? Like, would you think this is decent? I'll just leave it like this for now. And I need to change this one from 1000 back to 100. It's kind of funny. You can mine like thorium with a copper pickaxe in Hytale and the block not break. It does take longer mine, but kind of funny. Yeah, 2 to 5 sounds good. Okay, so now time set 8. Okay, and now if we place our lucky blocks, let's see what drops we can get from a few lucky blocks right now at the moment. So I'm just gonna place a few and use this pickaxe. It is the best pickaxe in the game. Is the Onyxian pickaxe good? Okay, we got the armors. We got the armors again. Oh, we got the lucky block drop. Okay, how many did we get? Oh, we got 4. Okay, it works. Damn, our inventory gets filled up so fast. Okay, let's see what this one gives. We got the lucky blocks drop again. We got 4. We got the poop. We got the lucky blocks again. We got the armor again. The lucky blocks, the armor. Yeah, you can see the flame sword and the sight are not getting dropped because the values are very low, which is good. It's actually good. That's how I want it to be. Okay, now let's see. Let's add the ingots, the ingot part. How many gold ingots should be required to craft our lucky block? What do you think it's a decent number? Like when you find gold underwater, like how many pieces, how many gold ores do you find usually when you find gold like once? I think about 5, or how many of them do you find at once? Do you find more than 5, or how many do you actually find? Let's go back here. I want to know if we can add the recipe, the crafting, like about 2 to 3. Okay, guys, what do you think would be a decent number of gold ingots required to make the lucky block? Found them mainly in single, but occasionally in sets or 2 to 3. Okay, so it seems to be pretty rare actually. Gold is not so common. Is 5 too much? Like 5 gold bars? Is it too much for the lucky block? Should we have it to be 4 bars or 5? Because it doesn't have to be too difficult to obtain, but not too easy as well. And the game should not crash when I try to make the crafting. Okay, this is the gathering. Okay, let's see. No, not the crafting at the bench. Why are they not showing up? Why are the properties not showing up properly? General. Okay, we also said we're gonna play with the particles. I forgot about that. Let's see. The thing with particles is pretty interesting. I saw that right here. If we change the particle color, let's say to this golden, kind of gold color, and then inside of Hytale, if we place it, yeah, when we break it, you see this nice golden effect. But these are the particles from the dirt, and I want to make my own block particle set ID. So I'll go right here and make a new asset with the type particle set ID. I'll just search particle, I think block particle set, that should be it. The asset ID is gonna be lucky. Okay, I'm gonna call it particle set lucky block. And now we want to copy an already existing particle set from the game, because I don't know how to make my own yet. So I'll go to Hytale, and now we need to find one which could look nice. I've previously tried the Glass Magic one. Glass Magic looks pretty decent. I'll make it right here, and now for our item I'll set it to particle set lucky block. So I'll change it to, yeah, this one. And now if we break it, yeah, we get this cool effect with the glass from the potion, but I don't think this one is good for our lucky block. And when we walk on it, it's not good. It's not what we need. So we need to find a different one which is cooler. So let's try to do that now. Block particles, I don't know how these work as well. Yeah, because they to mess up the texture, and I'm not sure how these ones work for now. Maybe I can try it. Target entity part. I didn't do this until now. This is the first time when I play with this feature, so it's just experimenting right now. It's literally just experimenting. Let's change it to red. Let's see what that does. Let's change the scale up, because why not? Do we see anything here? Oh, damn. Nope, this is not good. I don't think that we should mess with this thing. What are these? Block. Crystal. Block break. Crystal. Okay. I don't... okay. This is when we place it. This is something about the, the placement. Okay, and if we change the color, I think I actually like this one, like this cool effect when we place it, but it's again, it's not what we want, but it looks pretty nice. It looks kind of funny. And this is kind of like a mustard. We need it more like a golden color. Let's see now. Yeah, I think we nailed it. We nailed it with the color, but we need to get the effect to be a cooler one. Let's see, what else can we change here? Let's change the scale back to 1. Oh, okay, now I get it. Okay, but we don't want the block break crystal. We can also offset the position. I think if we change the Y value, it's gonna be somewhere up in the sky. So let's set it to, oh, not 2. And now it's an offset. Yeah, so it's happening above. I'm thinking about maybe a 1 on the Y. So when we place the lucky block, we get a cool effect above it. But we need to find an already existing cool effect. Unfortunately, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't know how to make custom ones yet, but I think you can achieve some really cool stuff with this color lucky block. Like when we place it, like boo, we get some nice effects. So let's see. I think the offset, I'm gonna leave it to 0 actually for now, and let's try to find a different one. Let's see. Crystal, I don't think that's what we need. Maybe something from metal looks nice. Let's see. Block break metal. How does it look? It looks nice. Let me get the scale a little bit bigger so that we can see it better. Well, this one looks nice. Look, it looks sort of awesome, but I don't think it's what we want. But I like it. I like the way it looks like with the nice effects when we place it. Like, it's pretty cool. We should also change this one. We made our custom particle set. We reference it right here. And we can also customize this one as well. I think for now we're just gonna choose random ones that are already in the game, and then we might try to configure our own custom one. I'm messing with the particle set you made. Yeah, that's what I want to do. Like here I made the particle set, which is the glass magic. And right here I see that we can change the color and the scale once again. Let's see if we make the color red. The effect for that is when we break it. Oh, it's not red yet. Oh, I think it's not referencing this one or something like that. Let me check. So here, oh, it has the particle set lucky block. If I change it, yeah, it changes that part, that one with red. I want it to be this color. I don't know. We'll have to mess with that one more. For now, let's try to find one that already exists in the Hytale files. So let's try to access one that's already inside of the game. Let's see, what can we find here? Something interesting. This is block particle set. Yeah, these are all of them. How about metal again? Let's see how metal looks, because the one when you place it with metal looks nice. Yeah, when we break it, it's almost the same thing, but we have it when we place it, and we also have it when we break it. But I don't think that's what we want. I think we need something cooler. Let's see what else we can find in here. So this was metal. Let's see what else we can find. Well, there's not a lot of them. Maybe we can cycle through them. Let's see wood. Maybe wood is nice. Let's place one. No, when we break it, wood doesn't look nice. Let's see something else. Maybe water. No, water is just a splash of water. That's not what we need. Let's see. What is tar? Oh, tar doesn't have any effect. Okay, let's try stone. No, stone is not what I want. Let's try snow. No, I don't like snow. This snow is trash. Let's see, sand. Sand is like a cool explosion, but I don't know, sand is pretty interesting. I think I really like the sand. Sand really looks nice. But I think I actually like metal more. Like when placing it, metal looks really nice with those white lines that you see and the other effects. But sand looks good when you break it. Let's see something else. Let's try ore. Yeah, ore looks nice because it has that sort of shimmer. You see, like those small white particles. This one looks nice. So for now, I like ore. I really like the ore. I don't know about you guys, but I really like ore. Let's see, mud. No, mud is not good. Metal we tried. Let's see, leaves. No, we don't need the leaves. Leaves sharp. No. Forget the leaves. We don't want leaves. Lava. Let's see lava. No, lava is not what we need. Definitely not what we need. Let's see, ice. No, I don't like ice. Grass. No. Okay, we have glass magic. I think we already seen glass magic. Yeah. What else do we have? Flower? No, flower is trash as well. Dust? No, I think we're just gonna keep ore. Let's see, crystal. No, guys, let's just keep ore. Ore is the best one. At least this is the one that I like most. Like when you break it, it's like poof, and there's a little bit of magic. It doesn't have to be more complicated than that. But is the color okay? I'm thinking about time set 8. I'm thinking about changing the color maybe. Should I change it to a different one? I think it looks nice. It's the same as the border. It's almost the same color. I think I might just keep it like this. I like how it looks like when you break it. It looks pretty smooth. It's the same when you place it. It looks pretty nice. It has a cool effect. I don't know why the icon looks messed up in here, because we changed some of the particles. And this one I found that I like ore, so let's make one with a template from ore. Let's delete that one, make a new one, particle set, and copy the asset ore, and I'll name it my damn, it disconnected. Why isn't it working? Why did it stop working, guys? Internal server error. How do you know how to do conveyor mechanics? Can you change the sound when it breaks? That's a good question. We're gonna check that out too. But why did it disconnect me? Why did I get disconnected? I don't know how to do conveyor mechanics. I didn't try it yet. I didn't try it at all, to be honest. But again, it shouldn't be too difficult. Let's see, why is it not loading our world? Why is it taking so long? Okay, we're back here. Okay, let's go back to the asset editor. Also, what do you guys think? Would you be interested in seeing a video about this topic, like how we made the custom lucky block with the custom drops? Would you like to see something like this in a future video? Maybe I'll make a video today. Would you be interested in seeing that? Because if you are, I can definitely make it. The armor drop rate is so high. We still need to fix a lot of things with our mod, but it's taking shape. Oh my god, is there a way to clear the inventory faster? Because this just feels annoying at this time. It's so much stuff that you have to throw out of your inventory in order to keep it clean. Let's go back inside of the asset editor. Did it open? Yeah, it's open. Go to our mod, Lucky Blocks stream, and we were about to... Oh, right here we have sounds, so we can also change the sounds. Okay, thank you for mentioning sounds. We're gonna get there in a moment. Right now we were... Sadly can't clear inventory fast. Yeah, that really sucks actually. It would be nice to have a feature where you could clear your inventory. It would save a lot of time. So here at particles, I wanted to make a new asset with the type of particle set. It was supposed to be called my lucky block particles. Video explaining on how to drop it based off a percentage. Yeah. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Like a video where I don't necessarily explain. It doesn't have to be a lucky block. For example, how someone said in the chat earlier, it can be a piñata. I'm just gonna showcase how to. You can install the trash mode. Yeah, dump inventory into it. Yeah, which is good. Yeah, I should definitely get that mod. I'll just show how to use the custom drop tables and also how to add more customizations to your block asset. Maybe like the particles and the sounds and all of that stuff. I think it would be interesting. So I'll just copy the what it was called or yeah, this one. This is the one that I liked. And now if we change it from or and go inside of our Hytale block stream and choose this one, it should be working. Yeah, it's working. It's how I wanted it to be. Now let's go to the sounds. The sound section is pretty bare bones actually. So we can also, so this is block sound set ID. I think, is this the one when we walk on the block? Yeah, I think that's it. So if we change it to, let's say, campfire. Oh, it changed when we broke it. I don't know if you guys could hear that. Let me tweak the settings. Let me disable this video and go ramp up my desktop audio. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it's a different sound. It's not when we place it though. We need to replace it when we are placing. So interaction event sound ID. I think interaction means when we break it. So I'll go inside of Hytale. Let's see what do we have here. SF. We don't really have many sound effects. Let's see this one. Very loud. Okay, guys, be careful. This one might be very loud. No, it's not. What does very loud? What does that mean? Interaction sound event ID. I don't know what that means at all, to be honest with you guys. Environments, emitters, block sounds. I think it needs to be something like this. Let's see. Campfire build. Don't know if it changes the sound when we place it. Let's change it to candle. No, what else do we have here? Crystal. This one should sound some way. Crystal build. No, so the break sound is changed from here. Let's see what ambient sound does. Let's see. Let's choose campfire default loop. No, that didn't do anything. Interaction is pressing F like it does. But the object is not interactable. Like we can't interact with it. So interaction sound event, yeah, then we shouldn't have anything here. We should leave this field empty. So I don't know if we can leave it empty now that we've placed something in here. Damn. No, I don't think we can have it empty right now. Oh, right here. Yeah, we removed it. Oh, and the ambient sound actually works. You can hear the... Is this for my torch? No, you can hear the campfire sound. I'm pretty sure you can hear it. You can give it an ambient sound to it, so it would just be like the sound if you are by it. Yeah. Yeah, it has the campfire default loop. Let's enable looping. Let me get my settings so that I can hear it better. Audio. Let's set them to... Just for now, I'll set them to 80, then back to 50. Yeah, you can hear the campfire sound actually. Yeah. Let me get those back to somewhere around 50. So... Yeah, you can actually hear the campfire sound. Now, do you guys think there's a good sound? Should we have an ambient sound for the lucky block? I think it could be nice. What is this? Coins, crystal. What sound could we actually use? Because a sound would be really nice, an ambient sound for our... Actually, what type of files are these? They are .json files and they are SFX. Can I make my own custom SFX? No. How about sound event? Which one of these do I have to choose? I think that we might be able to add a custom ambient sound on loop to our lucky block. Yeah, coins. I saw that option with coins. But should I add a block bound set? Should I add a item sound set, sound event, or sound set in order to, like, why? How can I know what type of asset we have here? So audio sound event. I think I have to create a sound event type of asset. Do we have sound event here? Sound event. So let's make a new sound event and name it lucky block underscore sound event. And now let's copy an already existing sound event from the game. There was the coin, or actually let's take the campfire loop because it's a loop and we want it to be looping. I don't know, maybe. Can someone help me with custom templates? Is there any way to change how the item is displayed in the player's hand? Well, how the item is displayed in the player's hand, I think that's as long as you replace the model, the .blocky model file, it should display correctly in your hand. I have a video on my channel, I think it was one of my most recent videos, the one with the custom weapon, where I show how you can add an item and have it displayed properly in the hand of your player. So now if we create the lucky block sound event in here, where is the sound itself? Like, where is the file with the sound? Oh, files right here. It's a .ogg file. I wonder if it only accepts files with the .ogg file extension, or can we use, I know, like MP4, MP3? Let me do a quick Google search and search for the .ogg file format. Let's see what even is that. .ogg file for what right here? What is OGG file format? The OGG file format is a free open source multimedia container, primarily known for audio. It can hold video. Okay, and in theory, yeah, we should be able to convert MP3 to OGG. Most audio formats can convert to OGG. Okay, convert .mp3 to OGG. But one question that I have right now, I think that inside of app data, guys, we need to make a path, or maybe like we need to get our OGG file somewhere, most probably inside of update Hytale, and then let's go to our save file, and I think I might have to get it inside of command and then resources. I think if we place our .ogg here, it should make image sound in FL Studio, for example. Yeah, unfortunately I don't have FL Studio. I think I'm just gonna go to, there was a site, my sound buttons. Yeah, my instance. Let's take a quick instance sound from here. Which one? Guys, let's do the skeleton with a shield. I'm sorry if I might break your ears, but I'll try this button. Apple Pay. Should we use the Apple Pay or the skeleton with shield, guys? Which one should we use for our test? Should we use the Apple Pay because it's not that loud? I'll get the Apple Pay for now. So I can download the MP3. Okay. And now MP3 to OGG contain converter. Let's go to the first website, of course. You can also make folder in it like music, and would it still read it? I'm not sure. We'll have to try that out. So this is the sound, okay. Apple Pay, that MP3 output OGG, convert. Okay, I hope this thing works. Also, I should try it with MP3s as well. Maybe it doesn't want necessarily an .ogg file. Okay, so we have the .ogg in here. And if I just drag and drop it inside of our resources, can it see it inside of here? This is the big question, guys. So it reloaded assets for common Apple Pay.ogg. So right now, if I go inside of here and change it like this, no, was this the one? No, it doesn't see it. Damn. So yeah, I think we need a specific path. So this /sounds/items/campfire/campfire.ogg. So I might. What is the full path actually? So in the root, it has a sounds items. Okay, let's make a sounds one. Let's see if we make sounds and get the OGG inside of sounds. Maybe it will work. Do you know how to create a block type for a custom block? I didn't try that yet, actually. I'm not sure. I didn't try it. Okay, so if we go right inside of here now. Yeah, it sees it in the sounds. Yeah, applepay.ogg. We got it. And now I think it's gonna play on loop because it's got the loop selected. So our lucky block was right over here. And if we choose the ambient sound, oh my god, this is gonna be so crazy if it works. Sound / under the resources should work. No, it works now, it works. So it had to be /sounds. So if we select the sound event in the game, damn, it broke. It broke, guys. I broke it again. I broke it. What did I do? I just added a sound event. Why did it break? I didn't do anything too crazy. Maybe if I disable looping. No. Why are you destroyed? You are so beautiful. Okay, why did this happen? How did this even happen? Is the OGG file even working if I try to open it? If I try to play the sound? Yeah, the OGG file is fine. I'm pretty sure the OGG file is not the issue here. Maybe inside of this sound event, this asset has a parent and inheritance is not supported in the property editor. It has a parent. It shouldn't have a parent. Something is wrong with the paths. I'm pretty sure. So it's inside of sound event. Yeah, this issue shouldn't be too difficult to solve, but I'm not sure how to solve it actually. If I go to our sound event, maybe now it should work. This is so weird. Why did the block break? Like it broke entirely. It's still set to campfire. Where was that? Block sound ID still set to campfire. Where? Oh, you're right. You're a genius. Thank you for saving me. My brain is not braining anymore right now. We also need to configure a block sound set asset. So sound block sound set, but didn't we already make a block sound set? Isn't this one a block sound set? No, this is a sound event. Sound. Let's see. Sound. Yeah, I'm going to make a block sound set. Give it an ID. Lucky block sound set. Let's see what we need to configure inside of the sound set. Wait, and I didn't copy any asset. Wait, I think I was too fast. So sound block sound set and name it lucky block underscore block underscore sound set, and we're gonna copy one that already exists, the campfire, use it as a template, and it has many more things than we just got deeper, the hole just got bigger, so this is so weird. We got the block sound set. What should we do with this block sound set? Block sound set ID. We got our block sound set right here, and the sound events we should change them to our sound, the one with the Apple Pay. Damn. Sound name of mono stereo instead. So many errors. What if I change all of these? So many errors. Stereo instead of mono. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. I'm not a audio master. What if I change this? Yeah, a lot of red text. We're definitely on the right way. Don't worry, guys. This is definitely the solution. Okay, what now? Oh, the block is just not working anymore at this point, just because of the sound. What if I get these back to some existing ones? Will my block at least be back to normal? Update, please. No, it's broken. Why is it so broken, guys? Why? How did I even break it this hard? I didn't even try to break it. It broke when we played right here at the sounds, but that shouldn't. Like now I completely removed the sounds. Why is the block still broken? It doesn't make. Oh, and now it's back to normal. It can't be a loop. This is so weird. Like, why is the sound destroying the entire functionality of the block? Like, it doesn't make sense. Or maybe it does, but I'm just too dumb right now. The sound must end. It can't be a loop. And where did I configure something wrong? Moving repeat, no. This is our sound event. It's not loading. The sound event that we've made is not loading at all. Yeah, there's definitely something wrong with the sound event. Let's delete it and make a new one. Sound event was surely the issue, so it should be a sound event. Lucky block sound event. We're gonna copy an already existing asset. Edit all the block sounds in the one you made and connect that. Well, what do you mean by that more specifically? Edit all the block sounds in the one you made and connect that. So this is the one that I made, right? Like this is one that I made. I'm gonna select, I know, brazier break as a copy asset. So this is my sound event, but we get this warning: this asset has a parent and inheritance is not yet supported in the property editor. But why do we need a parent? Like, how does it work? It has layers, it's got more files. No, this example isn't good. No, we need to make a different sound event. Why is this so difficult? I believe sound event and block sound set are two different types. Yeah, thinking something wrong with the OGG file. It was stereo for it, but it needs mono. So I need to go to the site and convert it to a mono for the channel. Yeah, maybe that might be it. I don't think I can do something like that on this website. Let's see a different one. The OGG codec. Okay. What else can we do? Voice channels. Okay, here we have. It's something wrong with the OGG file. It needs to be mono. So I'm going to select mono. I mean, I'm not an expert, but I think the sound of the block, not the ambient sound, should end. Yeah, it must have a sound that could end, not a loop. Yeah, of course. Using Audacity would be easier to convert it and change it to a mono sound. Yeah, but I think now it should work. So let's upload our file, the Apple Play.mp3. Let's remove this old one. We don't need that one. We're gonna delete it. And now we're gonna convert this one and see what happens. Let's hope it works. Maybe. Let's download it. Let's have it on my desktop, of course. And now I'll place it inside of here and I'll rename it Apple Pay Custom Sound .ogg, and inside of Hytale let me set the time set release day. Okay, and now lucky block. How was the asset type? Sound. This was our sound event. So lucky block sound event. And which one should we copy? Right over here, because the last one that we've copied was pretty weird. Let's see, campfire build, because we want like when we build our block, when we place it, we want this to work. But I don't understand this error yet with this wording with the parent. This asset has a parent, the inheritance is not yet supported. Not sure what that wants from us. And this one has two sounds as well. Item storage and building. Okay, this is the one for building. And if we replace just this one with our own, what's gonna happen? Okay, we've changed it, and now back to our lucky block. Okay, now block sound set ID. Here I'm going to choose my sound set, and please don't break. I think it's the sound for the campfire, which is good. The game didn't break, but now we need to change something inside of our sound event, not sound set. Wait, this is our block sound set. No, my head is hurting so hard. So this is the block sound set, and we need to get it the sound event, lucky block sound event. It has the sound event selected. Maybe right here at this sound event we need to also change this sound to our sound. Let's see now. No fucking way. But it's playing multiple times. But I kinda like it. Damn, it sounds so weird. Okay, it works, but it plays multiple times. Okay, this is nice. It works. Oh, and also when I walk on it, when everything that I do with it, because I set all those interactions, Okay, now we wanted to play less times, not so many times. How do I change that? It's not set on looping. Start delay. I think this sound is actually too short and it keeps playing multiple times because it needs to be maybe some minimum duration. Should we try a different sound, guys? What do you think about it? Yeah, let's go. Let's go, guys. We're getting somewhere. We're getting this done one way or another. I'm not gonna give up until I figure out how to do all of these things. It's actually pretty funny. I enjoy doing this, guys. Thank you for supporting me and for spending your time here with me. It really means much. All the support and help that I get from you. So now the question is, maybe because the sound is too short, it plays more times than it should, because it's not looping. If you think of it, the sound is not playing on loop. It's actually just playing so that it can cover the time frame that it. I don't know if what I'm saying makes sense. Is that the particle? This is the sound set, and when we hit the lucky block, we have the sound event from here, and this sound event has the volume. Let me set the volume up. Let's crank it up. It's gonna break our ears. Yeah, it's more sound right now. Okay, what else can we change? Start detonation distance, max distance. What should we be changing around here? Random settings. Why is there a thing called random settings? Like it can play random type. Yeah, what is in random settings? That's what we saw it at the same time. Random settings randomizes the minimum and the max volume, the minimum pitch and the max pitch. Let's try to get a different sound effect, if that makes sense, and then we'll see if the issue is from the sound itself because it's too short, or maybe something from the settings. Okay, let's find a nice meme, a nice sound. The skeleton with the shield was a bit too loud, a bit too weird. Which one should we get? This one with fa. Oh, damn, that was loud. That was loud as fuck. Why are there two layers? Yeah, that's my question. We copied an asset which actually has two layers, and I don't know why we have two layers exactly. Because we shouldn't have two layers for a sound, if I'm right. What if we... Guys, I think the sound is playing two times because we have two layers and there are two different sounds that overlap each other. So if I remove one of the layers, it should work correctly. Damn, I'm a genius. Thank you. Umbrella Studio from the chat. Thank you. Yeah, delete one. Damn, you guys are amazing. My community is the best. It's fixed. I like the Apple Pay sound. Guys, should we keep it like this? Because it actually sounds nice. Like it's actually like it sort of sounds like a lucky block. But I don't think we're allowed to use the sound for copyright purposes or things like that. But it sounds really nice. Damn, this is so funny. Should we find another sound or should we keep this one, guys? I think I like this one. I actually like this one. It sounds really nice. Let's see how that works in adventure mode, actually. Oh, it plays each time we hit it. Because I enabled the... Where was it? Block sound set. Yeah, I have it on hit as well. So if I remove it from hit, now when I hit it, it doesn't play anymore. iPhone sound. Yeah. And now we also have it enabled when we walk on it. And we want to disable that as well. So I'll disable it. Land. What does land mean? What is land supposed to mean? Because like break and build are pretty straightforward, but I don't think we need land, so I'm gonna remove land as well. it should only work when we break and build. Guys, I think I like it. Should we keep it like this? Like a meme? I think I like it. Fall on it? Oh, I already removed the land function, the land sound event. I don't think I wanna... Yeah, falling on top of it. Yeah, we don't need that anyways. It's good that I removed it. I'm so happy with what we achieved during this stream. I'm actually so happy that we achieved all of these things. Now I wonder, like, if I want to make a video, should I, let's say, let's go back to YouTube. You're my community, so you're the best guys that I can ask. You can edit the sound? The sound, no? Try that. No, the sound works. If I go on YouTube and I go on my channel, right here on my videos, I have the video where I first shown how to make your custom lucky block in Blockbench, like the texture and the model, everything. And then I've made this modding tutorial where I show how to add custom blocks. And right now, should I make a new video continuing this one where I showcase the random loot table, and then make another video where I showcase how to make a, let's say, custom recipe, and then another one where I show the custom sounds and all of that. Should I do it like that, guys? What do you say? Like, you're my subscribers, you're the ones that watch my videos. What would you think about this? Which way would you prefer it? Like, would you prefer it like this, that way? And also, when I make the new video, should I also still showcase like the entire process starting from zero, or should it be a continuation to this video? Like, should I once again show that you need to create a brand new creative world, then type /op self, and then you're able to open the asset editor, and then you can open the asset editor, and inside of here you need to go right here and make a new pack, complete all the info for the new pack, then showcase once again how to add a new item type of asset, then everything. Like, should I do it completely from zero, or should I make it like a continuation from this video that I have on my channel right now? I mean, I don't know if he can edit the base in the asset editor and things like that. I think you can actually, like, you have some settings for the sound right here in the asset editor. If I go back to, where was it? The sound event, I can change, what's it, music ducking volume, pitch, ambient ducking volume, the distance for playing the sound, and right here I can have start delay, volume, looping, probability, random settings. No, I don't think you can change many options, but you should like, when you record your sound, you should make sure that you make it maybe from zero. I'm not sure. You can adjust pitch in random settings. How was that meme? Like, decisions, so many decisions to be taken, guys. Okay, what should we do with our lucky block now? Let's go back to the... It's getting really crowded in here. Let's go to the item. I don't know why this is still messed up, but in the game is fine, so I think we shouldn't worry. Bing. Yeah, I love this sound. What is support? Support, drop type, max support, distance. I don't know what support is supposed to mean. Biome tint, I don't think we should play with that also. State data, I don't know what states are as well. Components, block type, block entity, components. Damn, these are a lot of things right over here. Whoa. I think the block type is for when you want to add it to the creative menu. I don't know. Interactions. We need to find out how these interactions work. I think this is one of the most important parts. If I want to add one, primary, secondary, ability, use, pick up, collision, enter collision, leave collision, entity, stat effect, swap to. And these are very interesting. I'm gonna have to play around with these ones, but I'm not gonna do that right now. My brain is already deep fried enough. We see, we have interactions, behavior, rotation. What else should we do, guys? What is ability? Yeah, good question. I don't know, guys. Should I do anything else to this lucky block, or should I end the stream and try to make a tutorial about everything that we did on stream? Would that be interesting if I showcase how we got here and how to make everything that we did until now? Would you be interested in that? I think it looks really nice. I think we got a pretty decent result right now. The block type. Okay, what else do we have here? We play with particles, with sounds, behavior, gathering. What other behavior can we have? Interaction, damage to entities, gathering. Yeah, right here at breaking, we should have more options, not only a drop list when breaking. I think the asset editor might get an update probably, where after breaking the block we can add a interaction as well. I can't really think about another way right now. Let me try to ask right here inside of my IDE. Let me tell him you can look at all of gather type should be like if it's a stone, if it's dirt, like what tool you need in order to break it. I think that's gather type. So you can look at all of my files. I want you to tell me if it is possible to add a custom interaction where, let's say, for example, an enemy gets spawned when I break my lucky block. Let's see if we can get an answer. Depends on what you want to add. Tutorial of how to put sounds could be nice, especially for the people that are not watching the live. Yeah, that would be very useful, right? Okay, let's see what did this guy tell us. So it's possible looking at your files that you already have the prefab, drop list, everything. Spawn enemies on block break. You need to add a script component to your lucky block prefab that listens for the block break event and spawns an enemy. Okay, it shouldn't be hard. Then add the script to your lucky block prefab by adding a script component. Are there things like script components inside of the asset editor, like asset type script? No, there aren't scripts here. I'm pretty sure it's easy to add, but I'm not sure. I don't see anything like that here. Whoa, what is that? You mean the Visual Studio? Visual Studio Code? I think the AI is making stuff up with that code. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just making stuff up because he doesn't understand that this is Hytale and how everything works inside of Hytale. But what he says, it's sort of like the way that we would want to achieve this. But scripting, it's still very, very early. Like, you don't have a documentation to know how to reference certain things. Like, you can't know for sure how it works. And the AI, yeah, it's just he's just making up things. Like, he doesn't know. Using Hytale.blocks, using no, he doesn't know what he says. I'm pretty sure he doesn't know. Okay. What should we do now? Okay, 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 okay. What would be for a plugin that works? Yeah, that would be for a plugin that works with your block. Yeah, we need to make a. Are you trying to add mob spawns as Gemini? When I was trying to make a lucky block mod, said I needed Java. Yeah, I will add mob spawns, but I need to figure out how to make a proper plugin that would be working with my block and the breaking interaction or the breaking feature I have. So there's an effect. Wait, when I get it in my hand, there's the effect playing. Did I do that on purpose? I don't know if. When does it play? When I press C, it plays what? Okay, we need to fix this issue. When I get the block in my hand, the effect plays. It was the particles. I already forgot particles. The particles set. Yeah, and the particles shouldn't appear while we sprint. And while we hit it, do we also have particles? Yeah, I think we should remove the ones when hitting the block. Or should we keep the effects when we hit the lucky block? Like when I'm hitting it, should it have these effects or should it not have them? I think if it has them, it adds a bit more detail and more. It's a cooler effect that way. I think I'm gonna keep break. What is softland and hardland? What if I remove these ones? But when I get it in my hand, it still plays the effect. Why are you doing that? I don't want it to play the effect when it's in my hand, and when I press C, it just keeps on playing the effect. That shouldn't be happening. Let's go back to the item, and right here, particles. This scale is too. Oh, then I forgot the scale also. The scale is too high. What if I set the scale back to 1? Yeah, scale of 1 should be fine. But something isn't working correctly here and I can't figure out what isn't. Maybe a visual bug. Maybe if I restart my world. Will it still work? We didn't do a restart in a long time. Okay, let's try to do a restart. Quit to main menu, close the asset editor, and let's see if it works now. And also, while doing this, let's make a poll in where was it? A survey in the Discord. And let's try to. Okay, go to create poll. What would you want to see in the next video? Adding random drops when breaking a block, lucky block, can I? Okay. Right here, let's say, what should be the other option? Yeah, let's also try it. No, it's not a visual bug. When I have it in my hand, it just plays. Why is it playing the effect? Oh, actually no. Now it's it's doing it, but when I press C, only when I press C. Why is it playing when I press C? This is very, very weird. Why isn't it working as intended? Also, let's adding random drops when breaking a block, adding custom sounds when placing / breaking a block. And what else did we do? Adding custom effects when placing / breaking a block. And there's another option. These. Okay, let me ping everyone here. You can vote for what you want to see in the next video. And after I solve this issue, I might just end the stream. So what is causing this issue? This is the effects, the special effects. Where were all of these special effects? So we have the item here, we have the particles, these are the block particles, targeted entity part self, yeah, to itself. No, I don't think it's here. In here everything should be fine theoretically. And where else should we look? My lucky block particles. This is the only other place that we can look. Hit, break, and build are the only times when it should appear. So I don't understand why it's not working. Maybe it's a bug, maybe it's a glitch or something like that. But I'm not sure. Let me ask this guy, maybe he knows. When I hold the block in my hand, the particles appear. That should not be happening. What is causing this issue? Let's see if it works. Okay, let's see what our AI model said. Looking at the Hytale block prefab, this is the model is active on the entire prefab, which means Always emitting particles, both when placed and in the world and when held in your hand. Okay. Particle component doesn't have a condition to only emit when the block is placed in the worlds. You need to move the particle component to only be active when the block is placed, not when it's an item. This typically requires either using a script to enable/disable particles, separating the particle logic into a placed block only component. I think he's again saying random stuff. I don't think we have an option like that one in the asset editor. Like here we only have block particles, entity parts self. Yeah, we might just leave it like this for now. What if heat is making it happen? No, I'm pretty sure heat is not the issue, but we can try it. Because I think let's take for example a different item, a totally different one, and if we place it and break it, yeah, you see like when you hit it, the hit is just for the effect when you hit it. If I hold it in my hand, you see it doesn't do that that weird thing. And also I like the fact that this one has a nice glow. Can we add this glowing effect to our lucky block as well? Because that would be really nice. Let me, this is a pink crystal, rock crystal, pink block. This looks really nice. Let me search for rock crystal pink. This is a dropless drop crystal pink block. Why is it emitting light? Where is that feature located? Where is the... Here it has the particles, maybe state, interactions. It has a interaction, secondary, a lantern pink. I think that might be it. Let me try that as well for the lucky block. So interactions, he's got it in. So interactions, secondary, and then lantern pink. Interactions, secondary, and then reference existing and call it a pink, lantern pink. Is it gonna glow now? No, that's not what makes it glow. It would have been nice. This is not the glowing. Let me just remove that actually. Pink, rock crystal pink, where is it? Lantern pink. Oh, this is root interaction. No. What was the full name of this? Rock crystal pink block. Pink block. Rock crystal pink block, and you said tint? No, it's not inside of tint. State? No, there's nothing here inside of state. Maybe components? No. The only thing I see is interaction. And this interaction, lantern pink. This interaction, what does it do? Reference interaction, lantern pink. But where is the lantern pink interaction? Behavior maybe? Let's see, behavior, flags? No, it's usably stackable. Gathering, breaking, drop list, no. Hitbox type. Why does this thing glow? What makes it glow? Support. Let's take them each one. I think maybe rendering. Maybe it's got glow from block base. The texture maybe makes it glow. Let me try to give my lucky block the the texture from this one. Maybe the texture has the glow effect. Maybe. So rock crystal pink. Oh, cube shading mode reflective. Maybe it's this one. Let's try that. So right here, rendering, cube shading mode. Rendering, block model textures, no, block textures, and cube shading mode, reflective. Let's see this. No, reflective doesn't do it. Doesn't get the job done. Okay, so it's not reflective. Let's see if I give it the texture of the pink coral block thing. Let's search for pink. The pink block. No, what was the exact name? Rock crystal pink. Rock crystal pink. If I give it this texture, is it gonna glow? Then it doesn't work. I can't click these because they're top textures and side textures. Maybe that's the reason. Let me remove this one. Sides. How was it called again? Oh my god. Rock crystal pink. Rock crystal pink. No, it doesn't let me select it. There is light in code. Yeah, probably. Because it would be nice if I could make the lucky block glow as well. Oh, but no, not just these sides, all of them. Is there a glow inside of the code for the texture? Let me ask here. How can I make my lucky block glowing / make it emit light? Let's see if that works. Okay, looking at our lucky block prefab, we need to add a light component to make it emit light. Do we have a component? Oh, this is so weird. Oh, components right here. Wait, did I check that as well for the rock crystal components? No, it doesn't have that. Doesn't have anything like that. No, I just can't get it. I can't understand how it works. Why isn't it working? The state, now the tint, there's nothing here. Support, there's nothing here. The sounds don't interest us. The interactions, the behavior. But why aren't we allowed to use this texture? That's my biggest question. Like for our lucky block, why can't I use this texture? Variant rotation, particles. Cube shading mode reflective. Material, solid, opacity, transparent, block light. Damn, there's lighting code. Check. Was I this blind? Like there's literally something called block light. Wow. So yeah, block light. I was so blind. But does it have it enabled? Yeah, it has it enabled. So if our lucky block gets, how do I enable it? Do I just change the color? Is it enabled now? Let me time set 20, 23. Whoa, it works, guys! It works, I can't believe it. But wait, only one. Wait, this is weird. That's not how it should work. When I place it, it doesn't emit light anymore. But probably because our texture is not set. Oh, it is reflective. The radius, maybe a radius of 5. No? Maybe if we set a radius of 20. What about now? Yeah, it emits more light when we hold it in our hand. Make it gold. Oh yeah, make it a golden light. You're right. Make it a golden light. More toward the yellow. Yeah, probably like this. It is set to a golden light, but it doesn't look like it should. And it's not emitting light when I'm not holding it. Why? Tick procedure. No, so this is block light. Block light is definitely enabled. Let me get the radius back to 5. I think we still need the opacity needs to be transparent. I'm sure that's gonna be it, because the light can't go outside of the block. No? Oh, come on. I was so sure of it. Oh, now the light looks yellow. Yeah, now it looks like a golden sort of light. But for this one, yeah, this one, when I place it, it stays lit up. Wait, what? Now the...
Yo,
Hey, hello.
what you doing?
Streaming.
Oh yeah, I forgot you were live.
Wait, now... Why is it lit now? Why is there light? Because there's nothing in there. Or is it working now if I place it? It's working now. Guys,
Are you sure you're live?
the live is on YouTube. It's okay,
Oh yeah.
guys. Now our lucky blocks are glowing with a golden light. Actually, they're working perfectly. Damn, we added so many things. And now if I
I'm gonna listen to it then. Good luck.
damn, it's working perfectly. Okay, let's see how the voting is working. Let me see the results. Okay, so most of the people want to see all of these, so I might make a video showcasing all of these, but the only thing that's left right now, guys, actually, it's the crafting, because we can't craft it. And the game loves to crash when we try adding crafting. So how are we gonna do that one? Let's see. Resource types, soils. We're gonna get lots of crashes over here, but that shouldn't stop us. I'll put quantity 1. Bench requirement, resource types, ID, source, quantity 1. Let's add gold. Oh no. How should we do this? I can't remember crafting from last time. If I set the bench requirement, can't be null. Okay, it's type crafting, and the ID for the bench. Should you be able to craft it in your inventory? Is there a name for the, is there an ID for the inventory crafting? I should check for the crude torch or the crude pickaxe, and I'll see what it has inside of this field. So if I go right here and search for the crude pickaxe, right here, crafting recipe. Oh, it has a crafting recipe type of asset. Oh, that's right, we need to make one of those as well. So right here in the crafting recipe, bench requirement, ID, field craft. Okay, this is where you can craft it in your inventory. Should our lucky block be crafted inside of our inventory, or should we place it in a different crafting station, like the magic things? If you want to be like more realistical, you shouldn't be able to field craft it, so we should use a special workbench. So I'll go into creative and get a, where should it be made? I think the arcanist workbench, right? Because this is where you do magic stuff. That's where the magic should be happening. So this one has the ID bench underscore arcane. Description is used to find various arcane implements. Yeah, I think we should be using this one. So right here at our arcanist's workbench with the ID bench arcane, I'll go to my item here, the lucky block, the crafting, the bench requirement, and the ID for crafting at that bench is bench arcane, bench underscore arcane. The category recipe input can't be null. Oh, this is the input for our recipe. I'm gonna click the plus. I'm gonna have it to be gold ingot, a quantity of 4, and the ID for ingredient underscore bar underscore gold, ingredient underscore bar underscore gold. And now it should theoretically be appearing. It's not. Misc. Arcanist. Oh, this is the portals category in the Arcanist's workbench. Do I need to change something else as well? Tell me guys, what else do I need to change? Are you planning to add it to the world generation? That's a good question. Adding the lucky block to the world generation could be a good idea. I like your idea. I really like it. But it needs to be done right. So what about the crafting? Why isn't it appearing right here? Because I think I got the bench requirement, the correct one. Should I restart, or do we need a category? Well, I can just type in stuff here. Do I make a new category, or do I just say portals, misc? I think these are the categories. Can I make a new category for the bench here? Look at the portal crafting recipe to see how it is. Yeah, you're a smart one. You're a genius. So this one is ID teleporter. So I'll go right over here, search for the teleporter item. This is the item, and for the crafting general recipe. Okay, let's take them each one. So the input, these are the materials that we see right over here, and we have our input as well. The output is empty, primary output is empty. Output quantity 2, bench requirement, arcane bench, not bench underneath arcane. The ID is arcane bench, actually. Okay, that might be our issue. If I go over here, the ID should be arcane bench. Now it should be popping up. Is it not working? Have to choose a category. You need to copy the category on an object that is made there. Okay, let me look back at the teleporter to see what other changes we need to make. The teleporter. Okay, the category is arcane underneath portals, but I don't want it to be at the portals. I need it to be right here at Misk, so I need to take it from the, let's say, the healing totem, because it should be in the Misk category. Maybe I should try arcane underneath Misk and see if it works. Over here, category arcane underscore Misk, and now, yeah, it popped up. Nice, it's finally there. The lucky block, we can finally make it. We can't craft it, we didn't set a crafting time. Time in seconds, should take 3 seconds. Yep, it's working. We got it, we got our lucky block. It's finally done, guys. It's finally working. Yep, it's perfect. If I hold it in my hand, we still get this messy effect, but I think that's a story for another time. I'm not going to solve that right now. Time set. Should we stop here, guys? Do you think we can add anything else to this lucky block? Like we added a lot of things, but should we keep on making changes, or should I go and make the video? What do you guys think? Is this enough for now? How should I name this video? Should I name it Hytale modding tutorial, all of the changes that you can make to a block, or something like that? Everything about blocks customization, or I don't know, something like that. You tell me. Damn it, it works so nicely. Oh my god, you're so ugly. No! I will turn you into a lucky block if you keep annoying me. Now you need to copy the category of an object that was made there. Have to choose a category. Look at the portal crafting recipes. Okay. What do you mean with the category? You need to copy the category of an object that is made there. Was that from earlier? Yeah, it looks perfect. Do you guys want me to post everything that I did in the Discord? Would you be interested? Would you need this maybe as a reference or something? Or maybe should I upload it directly into CurseForge so everyone can download it? Would that be a good idea? You guys just let me know. Oh, I see you. You have a good one. Yeah. I think I'll just end this stream here, guys, and proceed with the video. We got a lot of stuff to showcase, so I'll just end the stream here. Thanks to everyone who was here with me.